With the recent release of Resident Evil 4 Remake, one question that has been on a lot of fans' minds is which game is going to be remade next? Now, there's two games right now that have the possibility of getting a remake next. One of those games is Resident Evil 5, and the other is Resident Evil Code Veronica. Now, for Code Veronica, Capcom already had their chance to remake that game, but they skipped over it for some reason. And this actually has a lot of fans worried because some fans think that we probably won't even be getting a Code Veronica remake at all due to them skipping over it after Resident Evil 3 remake and going straight to 4. Now, the reason a Resident Evil 5 remake has been popular lately is because at the end of Resident Evil 4 remake, they pretty much set up the events of Resident Evil 5. And so with that information and the fact that they skipped over Code Veronica, like I said, this has a lot of fans worried that we just will not be getting a Code Veronica remake at all, since they not only skipped over it, but they also set up Resident Evil 5 remake at the end of the most recent remake in Resident Evil 4. But honestly, it's not the end of the world if they skip Code Veronica and go straight to 5. I feel that if they do a good job with Resident Evil 5 remake, then it could fix some of the existing issues with the current Resident Evil 5, and it could make Resident Evil 5 remake a fan favorite, you know? Because honestly, this game had a lot of potential. It's just there were certain setbacks about the game that held it back, and like I said, with the remake, it could turn this game that was just average into one of the best Resident Evil games of all time. And that's the wonderful thing about remakes. It can turn a trash game into one of the best games of all time because it gives the developers to fix pre-existing issues. And so, like I said, if they just took their time and remade this game and made it a lot better than the original, this has the potential to be quite possibly the best Resident Evil game within, like, you know, the past 10 years, I'd say. So yeah, Resident Evil 5 remake has a lot of potential, and me personally, if they do go for it, I will be excited for it. But dude, I just hope, and I mean I pray to the Resident Evil gods that they don't take out the boulder punching scene at the end, because dude, that was quite possibly the best scene in this game. And I fear that they probably would, you know, get rid of it because it's too quote unquote unrealistic. But I mean, this is also the same game where we go to Africa and we shoot a whole bunch of people. I mean, I don't want to hear anything about anything being unrealistic. I mean, like I said, this is the same game where we fight giant monsters and shit, dude. I mean, I don't exactly play Resident Evil for realism anyway, so if they do remake this game, dude, for the love of God, keep in the boulder punching section. That shit was hilarious. But yeah, honestly, I just wanted to give my 2 cents on the situation. I just wanted to, you know, give my input. I hope that if they do remake another Resident Evil game down the line, it's Code Veronica, but if we don't get Code Veronica, that's fine. And like I said, with the Resident Evil 5 remake, there's a lot of potential. So yeah, I'm putting my faith in Capcom and whatever they do, and I just hope that whatever remake we get down the line, I hope it's just as much of a banger as Resident Evil 4 remake was. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. You can do what you want with it. I will see you later. Peace.